How's it look out there?
It's gonna rain from 12 to 7.
That's a long
80%.
time. Well, it was bound to get us eventually, but a little bit of rain isn't going to stop us. Made it to the first destination, waterfalls. Today was our day for exploration. No scheduled times to be anywhere, no real plan, no set itinerary. Just the three of us and one of the world's most beautiful highways, the Icefields Parkway. The Icefields Parkway is 140-ish miles of road that connects BANFF National Park to Jasper National Park. Full of wildlife, waterfalls, more crazy-colored lakes, non-stop mountain views, hairpin turns, and glaciers. It's a drive you don't want to miss. After a day of being on a schedule, and don't get me wrong, it was all great. It felt good to do things on our own time.
We've gone off trail.
The way we wanted to do it.
We're trying to find the bottom of the waterfall. I think we could do it.
You probably could. We've left Randy behind.
Randy!
We just pulled off the road when we saw something cool. Like these waterfalls. Like this view. Like this glacier.
More road trip. Also, I found 4 big poops, which made me really nervous.
You did what? The Icefields Parkway is just a fun drive the whole way. It dips and winds, and the landscape is constantly changing. Peyto Lake was probably my favorite stop. A complete spur-of-the-moment turnoff led to a small hike with a killer view. And an impromptu snowball fight. We found one last roadside waterfall before heading back. Today was a fun day. I remember thinking that day, man, I'm a little bummed we're not getting a clear sky for this drive. But looking back at this footage and also realizing it didn't actually rain hard until we were done, I'd say we had a pretty good day. Not to mention, these views were still amazing. We even got a rainbow at the end.
That's cool. Sheet, blanket, sheet.
I don't know why you put a sheet over a blanket though.
Right. You're not gonna feel this sheet.
Because it's for display, so you can't see the blanket.
Why not just zip it in something?
Because they didn't want to do that. It's more work for the cleaners. You tucked in, little buddy?
Yeah, I'm tucked in.
You all
Good night,
tucked in?
Bobby.
Good night, Bobby.
What the heck? Today, we were taking it a little slower. One thing we were all looking forward to today was the hot springs. And after 2 very full days, We were pretty excited about it. Plus, we heard it was amazing. But first, we had something else on the agenda. Yep, we're riding horses. My horse's name was Marlin. He loved steering me into branches and trying to eat snacks he wasn't supposed to. I kind of wish we did jumps and went off trail and stuff, but Nicole said that's not how it works for beginners.
My horse ran into the other one. Come on, Marlin, pay attention.
That said, I had a great time. I want to ride again.
Yeah, never been on a horse before today. I've been on an elephant, but never a horse.
Great.
New experience.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next up, not the hot springs, Canmore for lunch. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but if you're considering coming to Banff, look into Canmore too. It's not as central as the town of Banff, but it didn't feel as touristy to me. To me, it had more of that small town feel. Well, except for that. What's nice about Banff is that there never seems to be a limit of what to see next. It feels endless. Take the road east, find an interesting dirt road, drive up the mountain, see something cool. That's actually exactly what happened here. I have no idea where we are, although I'm sure someone watching this does. That's a very prominent looking mountaintop. While Nicole decided to take a nap in some rocks, Bobby and I went exploring. And finally ran into some of that wildlife. No, not bears. Bighorn sheep. We kept our distance, but they were definitely pretty used to humans being around. This one stared at us for a sec and then jumped down the cliff to be with her family. Another nice thing about Banff is that, yes, it has these amazing popular touristy spots that are always packed with people. But it also has these amazing non-touristy spots that you can enjoy with just your friends.
Ooh, the mirror reflection.
All right, here we go. Hit this ramp.
No.
Hard.
You know those rare times in life when you go somewhere really cool in public and no one else is there? You have it all to yourself? Those places you'd expect others to be, but they're not? That's what this felt like. We had it completely to ourselves.
Check this out. We're fully wrapped in mountains. Every direction.
Everywhere.
I don't remember where I started.
This amazing, vast landscape right in the Canadian Rockies. For the afternoon, it was ours. All right, and now that moment you've been waiting for, the hot springs. That's it. A giant swimming pool with a view, but man, in our opinion, it did not live up to the hype. Moving on. To finish off the day, we went into town to celebrate Nicole's birthday. And this bar was in the street.
Nicole, where are we sitting right now?
In the street.
We're sitting in the street. Like you can touch this car.
High five. How's the mule?
It tastes more like, lemonade than it does anything else.
Burn.
But,
How are the drinks?
Oh, it's good. Did you get that?
You's a liar, Bobby.
Love it.
Happy birthday, Nicole.
That's really close.
Last day in Banff.
The night before, we asked our waitress for some low-key, quick and easy spots before we drove back to the airport. We were tired, and as much as we didn't want the trip to end, we didn't want to do much either. Luckily, there's plenty of spots for that type of activity in this park. Looking back, for me, Banff was a celebratory week of relaxation. I moved, got a new job, and went on this trip all in the same month. For Nicole, it was a break from the craziness of life. And Bobby, well, he's usually just down for any adventure. It's hard to remember exactly how I felt after this trip. I'm actually finishing this video an entire year later, in 2020, and based on current events, I'd like to think I appreciated the freedom we had. The freedom to fly to another country, the freedom to explore anywhere in this park, and even the freedom to stand within 6 feet of my friends. Heck, I think I even miss being able to bump into people in the crowded touristy spots. So although it was never the plan to take a year to finish this, it's kind of fun getting to look back at the things we did and live the experience over again. Banff is one special place, and so was this trip. I hope that much was clear. Thanks for watching.
Got it.